Right, I'm just talking to my friend Dan here, and we're just going to have a quick discussion about basically what was his most successful approach with a woman, and what techniques did he use, how did he actually create that attraction. So yeah, if you could just give us a bit more information about that.
Okay, well, I remember it distinctly because I'd always been the shy guy, and the only girls I'd ever have are the girls that would approach me maybe once or twice a year.
Right.
And they were always like head cases who were just like desperately off their mind and looking for a form of sanity which they could sense in me. And so I remember feeling so frustrated that I just wanted to learn about seduction. Now I downloaded a book and I read it, and I only read the first part. It taught me 10 simple techniques.
Right.
And so I had fancied this really hot blonde in the bar for ages, and she was my ex-girlfriend's friend, so there was some weirdness there. There was definitely some weirdness. She was hot, she had long legs, she was like the epitome of like the beach babe. If I could have had her, she would have been the hottest girl I'd have ever slept with ever.
Right, okay, so one of those, yeah.
And so I'm the shy guy, I'm the untypically shy guy, who doesn't really know ever what to talk about. And so I learned these 10 simple techniques. So I decide, fuck it, I'm just going to go into the bar. We were in a bar, and it happens to be a gay bar, because this is where we hang out, just a friendly environment. This is how out of a women's circle I was. I never got any practice or anything. Using these techniques, I've spoken to her time and time again. She always treated me like a friend. So I go up to her, I wink at her in the middle of a conversation, and I make sure, as we're making eye contact, that it's prolonged eye contact, and she looks away first. So we're just talking as we always would. But now I've interjected with leaning in at one point, touching her hand and asking her, telling her she's got a nice ring and asking her what the story is behind it. So bringing a part of herself out of her, projecting it onto me, but I'm also being closely intimate with her. Because I've winked at her, because I've stared into her eyes, I've created an intimacy between us, so she no longer is able to see me as a friend. One thing leads to another. After applying just a few of these simple techniques, I end up taking her home in a taxi. I end up having sex with her. In the morning I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, now I've got to have a girlfriend, I better get used to this. And she's in her underwear, she's in this lace black panties with her long legs out.
Right.
And she's like, so how does it feel to be a bachelor then, lighting up a cigarette? How does it feel to be a bachelor? I'd never looked at myself as a bachelor before. I was like, huh, pretty cool I suppose. And she's just like, cool, getting her things.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just cool. I used to see her. Every time I saw her, she was cool. We used to flirt. I felt this like electricity between us.
Yeah.
She was just sexual around me from that moment forward.
Yeah. I think a real big part of that is because she saw you as a valuable guy right from the start, and obviously you can tell because she calls you a bachelor. You know, it's not something that she probably says to many guys, and you probably give across such a great image, such a great confident personality, that instantly she thought you were a bachelor, lots of money, and obviously that's why you had continued success with her.